Please, I have something when I want to show you people. Just listen to this video. Watch out. Let us see what is happening in our country. Thank you.
In 50s, in hundreds, every day. But he is busy riding on red carpet in the UK. And he will soon fly out again. He's the most traveled president. As at the last count, he has spent almost 40 billion naira on visits abroad. And after, when he goes abroad, he will bring more gbese on us in the name of business agreements. You heard when he went to London, he came back with 756 billion pounds gbese, million pounds gbese on Nigerians. Because the British will come to build a built seaport. Why don't you go to the east to build new ones? They are coming to repair. And you still pay them that money. And you will still say you're owing them. I don't understand. How did we get here? Nigerians should know that we are in a deep mess under Tinubu. Now we are gradually going to become one of the most indebted nations. We are the fourth most terrorized nation on earth. Only equated to what war-torn people are suffering. And yet, you can't help a man that is incapable of helping himself. You help a man who is willing and needs a push. This president is unwilling because he likes the status quo to use it to intimidate and manipulate the opponent. So, how can you help him? Tinubu is unhelpable. So the best thing is let him go.
Like you said, through democratic means.
Of course, yes.
Absolutely.
Of course. That is why they don't. He's even trying to make it impossible to go through democratic means. Can't you see what is happening? PDP, a once ruling party, is singing on your mandate we stand. So even using democratic means, APC is still fighting against it. Can't you see the Electoral Act? Mike Igeni says it's the worst electoral act in history. Electoral Act 2026, where you're now telling political parties the mode that they must use. You're compelling them. Where you're giving them less than 1 month to submit digital register. And the particulars of the people that will be used in the digital register was given 1 month notice. Internationally recognized standard is at least 6 months. Have you seen in any part of the world that they made a law and within 72 hours they used it to conduct election? That was what did with the FCT elections. So they're even trying to ensure that you don't use democratic means to remove them in power. And I warn them, because those that make peaceful change impossible makes violent change inevitable. So if you make it impossible for Nigerians to speak democratically, then you're making it inevitable for them to speak undemocratically. You know what they said? A philosopher said, if elites do not write justice on black and white, ignorant men will write it on the ground with. We have to be very careful. I'm a Democrat, true, because I'm a lawyer. Because I know that anarchy brings no good for any country. But it is anarchous in itself for a government to be lawless. And they say birds of the same feather fly together. A government that is anarchous, good, becomes compatible to a failed state that will be anarchous, because you now need to be a man of anarchy to be able to confront a government of anarchy.
That's scary. I hope we never.
Very scary.
I hope we never get to that.
No, but point. You just asked me, at what point would this president admit that he has failed?
Absolutely.
That is it. He has failed, and if he does not want to be removed democratically after having failed, people already know they will die if they are under him. So they will not have any fear to confront him by any means. People are dying every day. It's not written on the mountains. Our soldiers are dying every day. Our officers in the army are dying every day.
Soldiers, officers. High-level officers.
Generals are being massacred.
Absolutely.
And their corpses being made mockery of. And why those things are going on he's riding on red carpet. So if you don't allow people to democratically remove you when you know you have failed, then what other choice are you giving them? If anything happens to ADC in 2027,
we'll get to that. Let's continue further in this line of interrogating the JOS carnage.
yes, massacre.
The governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang,
Yes,
after the disaster, came out to address the people in an armored personnel carrier, surrounded by a bevy of soldiers and policemen, DSS officers and the rest of that, and was trying to assure the residents that, oh, we will secure you. And I mean, the people I've spoken with, the commentary I've read from